time now, 18 minutes after noon. It is a hot one out there. It's muggy, it's yucky, it's all of those things. And here with all of that good news, it's Jason Doris.
You left something out, Barb. Look at this. You left out the fog.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Isn't that part of the yuck?
I guess so. That's fair. Okay. Yeah, very disappointed if you're one of those people who made their way down to the South Coast looking for some relief today from the warmth and the humidity. Narragansett Town Beach and places like that in Newport, okay, but if you're on the south coast of Rhode Island right now, kind of socked in with the fog, and this is the story as a fog bank is sitting just to our south at the moment. So that is leading to maybe not the most ideal conditions at the shoreline. But as we look through our People's Credit Union Skycam network live from Georges of Galilee, that is not stopping the beach from being packed as a whole. Currently, we do have those temperatures. It's saying 84, but this sensor is a little bit away from the coastline, a couple miles inland. So I think that temperature is a little bit closer to that dew point at 76 degrees, because when you have the dew point and the temperature at the same value, that is when you typically see the fog form. So that is likely what's going to be happening. But this wind is what's keeping those communities a little bit more refreshed and cooler, as that cooler air coming in off of the ocean water will help kind of lead to a decent beach day later on this afternoon once that fog kind of clears out a little bit more. So we'll still give it 4 waves out of 5, as it will be one of the cooler spots with those temperatures only between about 78 and 83, as the rest of us are baking a little bit more with those temperatures closer to 90 degrees under kind of some sunny to partly cloudy skies overall. A little bit more cloud cover in the middle part of the day, just as we have some of those fair weather cumulus clouds bubbling up. Maybe 1 or 2 of them produces a stray shower, but really not going to be that much of a big deal overall. Now, if you're going to be outside, besides hydrating, make sure you're also putting on that sunscreen. UV index of a 9 right now. That means sunburn in as little as 20 minutes. Now, satellite and radar, we did have that one little shower that was just off to the north and west. Very similar to yesterday, there is the chance that we could see just some sporadic activity. Nothing that's going to be anything more than isolated, but there is that chance just because of how humid it is. So here's kind of the model depicting that over the next couple of hours. There's just a little bit of localized showers popping up, but once that sun goes down, we dry out, and we're going to see that fog returning to the region tonight, especially along the coastline. Inland communities, it's just going to be more some low-level clouds and maybe some isolated patches of fog. Tomorrow morning, there could be some showers around our south coast, but most of the region should stay dry. We break out into a little bit of sunshine late morning, and then the clouds return, as we're going to have another batch of some isolated showers roaming through during the afternoon time frame. Then a little bit of sunshine, and then as the cold front approaches, the showers associated with it move in after dark. Not too much of a punch by these showers, just because of the lack of energy for them to work off of once the sun goes down. Cold front will be moving through earlier. That has been the big change since this morning, is the earlier arrival of the cold front, flushing out all the humidity, leading to some nice dry, sunny conditions, but also a little bit hazy, as some of that wildfire smoke from the Grand Canyon makes its way into the northeast. But the big story is really just going to be that major drop in the dew points going to the 50s, and that is going to feel so cool and so crisp compared to what we've had to deal with and what we will also have to deal with tomorrow. So weather alert again for this afternoon for the warmth and the humidity. Much less humid on Friday. Those temperatures in the same ballpark, but the amount of humidity that's flushed out of the region, it is going to feel completely different. So that will be a beach day that's 5 out of 5.
Ooh, I love that.